बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। दिस इज़ मी मोहम्मद हसनैन, योर इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इंस्ट्रक्टर। आज एक बार फिर आप सबकी खिदमत में हाजिर हूँ। As human beings, or as Mr. Darwin says, monkeys, or not monkeys but rather social animals, we love talking to each other. If we are human beings, we love talking to other human beings as well. It's a normal thing. We love the exchange of information. It's a fun thing. But the problem is that as human beings, we also love to judge. Has this ever happened कि एक बंदा, somebody new in your group, और आप अपने ग्रुप के अंदर when that person is not there, आप उसके ऊपर कहें, oh that new guy is here, he's super funny looking, he's not a good guy, he's like this. तो आप एक बंदे के पीछे you judge that person. Has this ever happened? Well, it happens all of the time. If we look into it properly, every single human has a judgmental side, and it's a normal human behavior, and it's a part of being a human. And so we need to understand why we judge people so much. First of all, we judge people to evaluate their threat and how much good of people they are. These two things are what made us go through that. As ancient or as primal beings in the past, we used this sense to understand कि क्या एक चीज़, एक animal, वो क्या एक threat है या क्या वो एक friend है. But currently in this situation or in this setting, there is no threat of being eaten. There is no threat of having to not be able to survive after something. तो वो threat हमारा change हो गया. This primal threat or this sense of going into fight or flight mode, this has not really been any more useful in nowadays. So the cause is that now that we don't use it, we use it to judge people based on their looks, based on their race, based on our own bias, in simple language. Because sometimes we just don't like a person because he looks weird, he looks funny, maybe he speaks a different language, maybe he's from a different race. And so that comes into racism, that comes into being rude, being mean, and being a bully. So today's thought is going to be about that before judging a certain book, or before judging a book by its cover, we have to understand the story within, and the same goes for every single human being. Before you judge that person about how he is, or before you make a decision about that person, try to understand the story of that person, try to understand who he is within. And so with that, we'll have more cooperation and more resilience and more unity between each other. And with more unity, with more happiness, and with being together, we'll be able to create a better society, fit for everybody, fit for all, and with a lack of judgment, with no judgmentalness or judgment type of ideologies, no racism, no any other kind of bias based upon race, based upon religion, based upon color, based upon anything. Well, that's my perspective. What do you guys think about it? Make sure to tell me in the comment section.